6 years ago today, I was in labor with my daughter Taya right at this time. And I'm just feeling the power and the meaning of that for me because I feel like there is so much being birthed in this world right now from a new way of living and being and working, one that's much more aware and in tune with our feminine consciousness and really honoring what's going on inside of us, what our soul is craving, and what our intuition is saying, and our really deep superpowers and gifts, and marrying that with that more masculine way of being, which is that focus and that action taking and the putting yourself out there in the world. And so today I'm celebrating the birth of my daughter, who is such a delightful being, just so fierce and also so sweet and soft and gentle. And she has such an amazing connection to the earth and to angels. And even though she's 6, I see she has her own spirituality going on. And on the day of her birth, my father actually passed right at the same time frame that she was being born. And I could feel that exchange of energy, that he actually gave her a little extra boost to come to the planet, because when she was born, she was not breathing. And when I think about my dad, he was such a sweet man, and he was also a very traditional guy. It meant a lot to him to be able to support his family, and he had his own business. And I don't think I ever once heard him talk about how he felt. That was not his way. He was a man of few words. And I'm just thinking about kind of that older way of dying. That older way is dying. And this new, young, fresh way of living is birthing. And at the same time, it has such ancient roots, right? That the way that indigenous cultures lived on the earth feels like that's also rising as well. And so today I'm launching my Fully Shining Women Leading Our World Facebook group. And I've just felt over the last, it's been about 33 days since we've all been joining here on the Prayers for the Planet. I remember a day or two before I launched these prayers that I just kept hearing, wait, it's not the time, wait, wait. And then when the pandemic started, it felt like it was go time. And I felt the call to honor that nudge to get myself out in the world and to do these prayers each day and to be a force for good. And I really didn't have a vision of where it was going to go. It didn't have some strategy to it. It was just me showing up in a way that I felt like I could be of service to the world. And over the past 33 days, I've just so loved hearing from each of you and hearing the support and what this time has meant to you. And it's just been so amazing to connect with all these women guests and healers and coaches who have come on and done the prayers with me. And it just really reignited what I feel like has been hiding in the background and a little hidden inside of me, which is that my soul's calling is really to bring women together, bring women healers, bring women coaches, soul-led entrepreneurs together, and have that space for us to really support each other and to be able to share whatever holds us back from shining, and also to celebrate us shining. And I know some of you already feel like fully shining women and you're out there leading the world, and others of you feel like you're going back and forth, and there's moments of it feeling really scary to be out there, and yet you can't ignore what your soul is asking you to do. And then there's some of us who are still really, really hiding and struggling. And I want to just make space and room for all of that, and to really help each other amplify. I feel like I'm a light amplifier and a light bearer, and to be able to nurture just whatever passions and projects we have, particularly our businesses, because I see so many of us are just at that cusp of really sharing our message authentically and nurturing and nourishing our own tribes and creating a business that really feels like it's coming from inside of us. And it's not that push, 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 go, go, go kind of feeling. It's listening between all of the activity and all of the to-do list and hearing what is the illogical thing to do or the inspired action to take. And so through these past 30 days or so, I feel like I got that clarity of coming out here through the prayers for the planet and seeing that what I really would like to be sharing and talking about is being a fully shining woman leading our world. And that's how I'm going to keep showing up. I put the link in for the Facebook group if you want to join me over there, and I'll keep appearing here on my personal page as well. And I also just see these little pieces bubbling up where the vision, where I had this vision that the prayers for the planet could bring 10,000 people around the world together, that actually is a vision for bringing 10,000 healers from around the world together, and all these different lineages and traditions, all of us that know how to open portals of energy and bring consciousness forward, that I feel that calling to have us gather virtually and be able to really anchor this kind of energy here on the planet. So it feels like that's coming in the fall, and there might be some preparation, 100-day preparation piece before that. And so I'll certainly keep you posted on that. And then I'm also feeling some group bubbling up of just those of us who want to gather and support each other on the kind of inner work, really shine and amplify side. And that can be supported by some great business know-how too. So I will keep sharing, and I'm so excited to witness each one of you to keep sharing. And so today, my inspiration for the prayer and for the meditation has to do with really honoring us fully shining women leading our world. And so I'm going to invite everyone to go ahead and get yourself cozy. And I'd love for you to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then let them rest on your lap or on the floor. And I'd like you, as always, to take a moment or two to acknowledge your breath, this big, beautiful, bold, constant stream of life force energy flowing through your magnificent human body. And I'm going to ask you to feel really nestle down into Mother Earth. So the image that's coming to me is there are many deer on our property, and they bed down into little grassy nests. So whatever image appeals to you of you feeling really nestled close to the earth. And I'm going to invite you to enter into this dream with me. We're from this safe and cozy space that you can really open your inner sight, that you can see yourself clearly. And I'd like you to witness whatever has been dying within you, whether it's over the last few weeks or the last few months or the last 6 years. What is it that just no longer feels like it's you? It's no longer the energy or the vibration that you carry in your heart. So whether it's a more masculine way of constantly doing and pushing and being on the go, or it's a victim mentality, or it's a reluctance to really put yourself out there, whatever that quality is for you. I know for me, I've really been looking at just letting go of tight, controlling, mind-oriented energy. And I'd like you to use your breath to take some big cleansing inhales and some big clearing exhales. And just picture that because you have a gift and because you have that desire to be of deep service to this planet and to Mother Earth, that she will gladly accept this energy. Maybe it washes off you or melts off you. And as you release it into Mother Earth, I'd like you to do so with gratitude, because you know by releasing this, it's actually allowing your light to shine even more brightly, that all these cracks in our hearts and all these openings and releasing of old ways of being and old thoughts and old stories in our mind, that these can be transmuted. And I'd like you to call forward, see that most fully shining version of you walking towards this nest that you're tucked into. And her eyes are full of light. She has confidence radiating out of her. She's actually glowing and shining with energy. And she's so excited and so happy to finally be present and to have this space available in your life for her to show up. And I'd like you to look through the world with her eyes, to really witness, if you could start playing a movie of your life through her eyes, that you can see yourself speaking up, sharing yourself so authentically, really telling what's true within your heart for yourself, to your beloved, to your children, to your parents, to your friends, family, communities, that your words are just filled with love and intent. And that they touch many people. And that this boldness and bravery that's within you, within her, gives you that courage and strength to take whatever actions inspire you. And you're constantly looking within yourself and checking, is this true for me? Does this feel right for me? Is this what my guidance is saying? And you're able to discern when fear is talking, or when it's an idea that's just meant to pass through you, and when it's really that inspired, can't wait to do it, hell yes kind of action. And that there's ease to it, that you're creating everything in your life from a place of ease. And because you're using that pleasure and that joy and that inspiration and that guidance and that creativity, that your life flows and you make space for true abundance. to be woven into the fabric of your life, from how much food is on your table to how much money is in your bank account to just the right books and messages and movies appearing, to being able to look outside and see the perfect environment that feeds your soul, to having a home you love, an office you love. And then anytime you feel the doubt, you feel the frustration, you feel the anxiety, you open to that and you embrace it and welcome it, because it is a gift and it has a message for you to get more in tune with your soul, to really sync up, and that you welcome the messy, vulnerable parts. And that by showing up perfectly and imperfectly, that so many other women and men, people of all genders and orientations, resonate with you and are inspired by you. And so just take a minute or two to dream into you moving through the world in this way, and that this vision that we have for living a new earth, living in harmony with Mother Earth, being of deep service to our fellow humans, to the plants and the animals, to the oceans, to the air, that because it lives within you, it can naturally radiate out of you and make a huge impact. And now I want you to make that moment now, that it's not a future self coming to visit you. It's not something outside of yourself. But in this moment, that you choose to birth a new commitment to yourself, to just do your best to show up over and over and over again with so much love and joy, with so much passion and pleasure. And that you feel the deep difference is that you are no longer alone, that this feminine consciousness has awakened on the planet, has returned, and you have found sisters, soul sisters, who have linked arms with you and are there when you need a cheerleader, you need a shoulder to cry on, you need to just vent, you need a reflection, you need support. And I am making the commitment and the declaration that I'm here for anyone who needs a guide or a mentor, or just wants to hang out with someone who has like-minded, like-heartedness. And so when you open your eyes at the end of this prayer, I want you to open your eyes as a symbol saying, I am ready, I'm in. I'm doing this for myself, and by putting myself first, I can also hold this space to give freely, to support others. And so taking another deep breath, really filling yourself with your own light. You're going to open your eyes when you are ready. And so I'm so happy you're here. I'm so proud of all of us who have been praying and meditating. And I know we will continue to do that together. And I'm just feeling the strength. I'm feeling this big circle being held and feeling all of us just so grounded and so solid and so excited about what's being created, what we're created within ourselves and amongst each other. And so if you have a declaration or something you want to be witnessed today on this birthing day, then I would love to hear from you in a comment, whether it's I'm ready or I'm in, or you want to make your own kind of comment or declaration about what is it that you're creating? What is it that you are feeling as your soul's calling that you want the world to hear about, and you want to do it with the knowing that you're not alone, that we're in this together. And so I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much for sharing this journey with me. And I just so look forward to seeing where this goes. It feels like a really auspicious new beginnings. So namaste, everyone. Really see that light inside of me shining and honoring that light inside of you. I love you.